My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Quite. How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The King! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
Morning. Yeah, I'm trying to wake up. I quit smoking and, man, it was taking a toll on me.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
No, just cigarettes. I'm still, like, vaping here, but, like, I don't know. Pretty groggy right now.
What to befall you?
You have my word.
No, I can't say I'll ever have my last dance with Mary Jane. I'll always, you know what I mean?
We are in your debt, Yote.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, man. But yeah. Anyway, how's your morning going? Pretty good? Hopefully better than mine. I'm hungover without the drinking. It's terrible.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan.
How's the quality look? Because, like, I don't know if it's my internet provider, but it keeps saying that I have a shitty bit rate. So,
are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they
in a
are
few hours, oh man, I got maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, I gotta dip out and go to work, so I feel you.
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the
Sweet,
world has
thanks a
never
lot.
seen.
I don't know why it's fucking shit bit rate.
But the worked hide of a well-aged beast. Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself
Maybe I'll
might weep with envy.
pull the Ethernet out of my computer and plug it into the PS5. Since that's what I've been streaming on. Maybe I should go grab another one. Maybe I could connect it to both.
I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. You there! Soft as the strapping lad with the sword.
Meister Pycelle? Like, that's Meister Pycelle from Winterfell and fucking Game of Thrones. Look at that. Like,
Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags.
Grandmaster at the Citadel, served at King's Landing.
From my studies.
Over 40 years. Oh, really? Oh, dude, just Google it.
By the many steps of
Literally, you Google it and look at it, listen to the guy talk, and you'd be like, definitely. even his fucking wardrobe, like his everything, his outfit, like.
Amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people, People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay, so my name is Khan. Do me a favor. Look up Honest Game Trailers Final Fantasy 16. He's one of my favorite, like, reference guys. But right away in the intro, he's like, someone thought, hey, you know what? Let's get together and make a really messed up, violent, even more wild Game of Thrones with chocobos. Like, it's just... I'm telling you, it's Game of Thrones to the T. Like, but yeah, Honest Game Trailers. He's so funny. The way he does trailers for any video game, really, it's just like a spoof of it, right? But yeah, you got to check him out. It's so funny.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic.
Jumping to the title that doesn't understand the definition of final and just keeps coming back for more. Oh man. I haven't even finished it. I just keep pausing it and playing it in between, but yeah. So fucking funny. I gotta memorize inscriptions. Over here would be the slang. Okay, so
feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, will you? One slip down the scrape with 100 might well.
Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they? Beneath the flood, yes, and not a stone's throw away. spread.
Here's the scraps you're after.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please.
I just don't see any more of these headstones anywhere to read them and then continue on. Okay. So...
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as feast.
This is the one I just read, okay? So that's in the top corner. There's one over here. Right there. Or is this the one I just read? I don't know, let's find out. Read it. Okay. And then there's one...
What golden plains might the wanderers have called?
Down here somewhere. Around here.
Oh, I wonder.
Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalina.
Oh, I already read that one. Okay, so what was the first one that I saw? I should have clicked on it just to double check, but whatever. Oh yeah, go do your thing, man. I got coffee. I got about maybe 10, 15 minutes. I gotta go.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Checked out the hand cover? No, I haven't. I have to check that out for sure. A cover of Gojira? I've never heard anyone do any covers of their stuff.
I could have seen them for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the
Wow, man, that'd be pretty wild to do in front of the band that you know what I mean? Interesting, very interesting.
The Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder. The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least,
You know what though, to be honest, man, as like a musician, if you can do a cover of a song and perform it in front of that band and them not basically boo at you, like, that's a huge accomplishment in my opinion.
Why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
No. That's, I think, where the kicker would be is you gotta play in front of, like, good couple thousand people with the band there in front of you so that the pressure's just like, can you do this? Like, is this gonna be your future? You know what I mean? Here, we'll fight this thing and then I should hop off, go to work. Ugh, work. I know, man, I don't want to go to work either. Alright, buddy. Yeah, it was a little too easy. Alright, I'm gonna hop off. Get ready for work. And I will most likely be on tonight and play some more. So hopefully I'll see you tonight. Thank you, man. Appreciate you always coming and hanging out, too. It's much appreciated. Big time. We have a new follower, apparently, the other night. So his name was Harris Davey. So wicked appreciate the follow, Harris. So anyway, enjoy your morning, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Take care.